let's talk a little bit about your best-selling authorship as well, because he's not the only bestseller in the house, right? Talk about the couple projects that you put together that also hit the bestseller list, and what are you teaching in those works?
Yeah, so I am a four-time bestseller, and really I talk about when I first stepped into entrepreneurship for myself outside of Mikey. I was a part of a book collab called Boss Mom, and I was the mom boss in the book, and I became the mom boss by being a mom of two young entrepreneurs. So I have a daughter, and she runs a business also, and we started her in the vending business at 3 years old, and she has the 3-head candy machines. So and then I talk about being a mom of Mikey. Well, then I wanted, during the time that I was going through cancer and battling cancer, I wanted to make sure that I left a legacy of my own. So I helped 10 other ladies walk through the process of becoming a best-selling author, and telling their story and helping them to understand how important their story is to other people, so that they can inspire and help those people that are attached to them. And then from there, I wrote a collab with a group called Raising a Mogul. Shout out to Raising a Mogul. And became like just telling our story, me and my husband story, on having that solid foundation and how we work together to build this empire with our kids. So we transitioned from a kid business to a family business where everybody in the family is generating a source of income through entrepreneurship. And the last book I wrote was called with my church. It was called The Perfect Excuse. And we talk about how sometimes we think we have the perfect excuse not to do something, but the perfect excuse is still not a good excuse not to do what God has called you to do. So I talk about my financial struggles. I talk about my breast cancer struggle. I talk about those things openly and freely, because I want people to see I'm no different than you. But I get people to say, oh, can you take a picture with me? Can I have your autograph? I'm like, I'm really no different than you. The only minor difference is that I had a goal, and I decided not to let anything stop me from getting to those goals, because I knew that goal was ultimately going to get me to the vision that God showed me for my life. So I was just like, yeah, this right here is what we need to be doing as moms, as women, making sure that we leave a legacy for others. So that's what I wrote about in those books, making sure that at some point, if I'm no longer here, well, when that time comes, my blueprint and my legacy is all throughout these different projects. So you can go read about it and take some of the things that I put into to the books and use them, applying them to your own life. When I write, I make sure that I give tips and tools that you can use to go and start to apply the same thing that I did.
Love it.